Guys, yeah, it's almost, it's just barely morning. Barely morning here. You ready to go try to find a deer horn?
Yeah.
Have you ever found a deer horn out in the woods?
No.
No? Well, we might find some today. We might not. I've been doing quite a bit of walking. They're hard to find. They're out there, but there's a lot of land out there. It's kind of like looking at a lake. There's a lot of fish out there, but there's a lot of lake that doesn't have a fish in it. And if you've got your lure where the part of that lake it doesn't have a fish in it, you're not going to catch one. But Melbourne's a little spooky. Isn't he pretty though? He's getting to be real pretty. Got a lot of black on him.
Have you seen
Yeah, they about to lose, finally. I think she's pregnant, I sure hope so. About to finally lose their winter coat. We need to spread out a little bit and go up through this area right in through here. Never know. You know what you're looking for now, don't you, Houston?
I know what I'm looking for.
A deer horn of any size, any kind. Might just be one little spike too, you never know. Spikes lose their horns too. Yeah, keep your eye out for rattlesnakes for sure. It's warming up out here today. Oh, we do. Joe's got a trap out. We've got a trap out, but they put a new camera on it. And we've had plenty of them in the trap, but he never has dropped it yet. Yeah, look at all. And these are right here close by the house, too. Pretty amazing. Did the deer come along? Look at here. Melbourne is going to go shed hunting. Melbourne? Melbourne, you know, that's Lucy there. Lucy, you want to shed hunt? No, that's Melbourne. Hard to tell them apart anymore, you know, isn't that something? Just kind of keep your eye on the ground and kind of almost think you're rattlesnake hunting too. Because if you see a rattlesnake, you want to see him way before he sees you. What's the matter, Melbourne? What's the matter, Melbourne? That little buck is spooky, spooky, spooky. I'm talking really spooky. I guess that's just the nature of a buck to be that way. He likes walking in the woods. Of course, he's not used to walking in the woods really with anybody but me, and I think that's why he's a little bit nervous.
Who is that? That's Lucy or Melbourne?
That's Melbourne. See, he's got little nubbins. It's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? Because he's really, that's Lucy right there. I wonder how many times people have gone shed hunting and taken a deer with them shed hunting. What do you think?
0.
Huh? You think 0?
Yeah.
Well, I know one time. Today. Today's one time that they did. The one thing about hunting sheds, the only time it gets very exciting is when you find a shed. A lot of the other times, it's not that exciting.
Made you look.
Huh? How did I know that you were going to do that?
I don't know.
How did I know that you were going to do that? Found one, made you look. Hey, Houston. What's that right there? What is that right there, Houston? Hey, you and I both walked right by it. Let me see that thing. Wow. Wow, looky there. Yeah, you and I walked right by that. Can you believe that? I mean, I walked.
That's a big deer, buddy.
That's a nice deer. That's a big
deer.
That's 5. You know, it's.
Where the other side's at?
I don't know. It might be around here close. Well, you always want to look around close because sometimes they lose both of them right close together. Other times they might be a mile apart. You never know. Let me see that. Do you know if that's the right side or the left side? Which side of the deer you think it is? Hold it up and tell me what size you think it is.
Right.
You think it'd be the right size? It sure would be. One of the ways you can always tell. I've seen a lot of really good deer hunters that pick them up and turn them the wrong way. But you always look at these brow tines. Look at that one right there. See that brow tine right there? That's always going to be into the middle. So if you turned it over on the other side, you know, and you could hold it up like that, that wouldn't be right, you know. So you hold it and it'd be just about like that. That's the right-hand side of that deer. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, we're going to find one today anyway. Maybe the only one, I don't know. This is not an easy game to play, and one of the reasons is you can walk really, really close to them and not know they're there. You look really, really close. That one, you know what I was watching? What you want to watch for? Don't look for the whole horn. And of course, this is a big one. Most of them you find are going to be a lot smaller. Just look for little tips of it. Look, just get you in your mind. Kind of like if you're out deer hunting,
Hey,
you
I
just
can
look for a little
see my
piece of a deer. You don't look for the whole deer. Look for little pieces of deer. And that's kind of what you want to do on those horns. Look for little pieces of horns. So, well, grab your snake catcher. You going to carry it?
Let me see it for a second. Let me see this for a second.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's a pretty nice deer. That's
Hadn't been chewed on or anything.
No, that's
Squirrels
it's.
have been after it.
Well, that's one of the things about getting out here fresh like this is, you know, early. It's April.
Yeah.
Is that's not been off the deer very long.
No, not
Some of the
very
deer around still have them. Not many, but a few of them still have the horns on.
I haven't seen any at my house. All my trail cameras have. It looks like they've all.
They've all fallen.
horns,
Yeah, pretty much have. But the earlier you can find them, the better off you are.
Yep.
You find them a lot of them during deer season when you're out scouting around deer season.
Yeah, they're all
usually they're
faded
chewed
and
up.
chewed
Yeah,
up, yep.
they're faded. And we might find some old ones too. I usually.
Well, I find one usually. It seems like every year it never fails. I find one with my tractor when I'm putting it
on the tires. That happens here every
every
time.
Like.
Well, one of the things we might do too, we might drive around some of the edges of the fields. The grass is almost getting a little bit too high, but you can drive around the edge of the fields. You can cover a lot of ground in a hurry. And
Fence line or something.
You're right. Yeah, fence lines are good places to look for.
Yep.
But that's a good start right there. We've got one. Let's go see if we can find some more. We might find elkhorn too. Now, an elkhorn, the good thing about an elkhorn, they're big. No, they can be relatively small too, but if we can find a big one, they'll be big, be easy to find. Easy to find. Lucy doesn't act like she liked that horn too much. What do you think, Daniel?
No, she doesn't. She don't like them at all. You don't want anything to
No, she said, I don't like it.
do with these guys.
I remember that. That was not fun. She did not have fun with that.
So we found one shed so
Here we go.
You want me to carry it? Okay.
off of a really nice.
Can we go look at the deer?
Okay, well, let's keep looking in here. That other shed might be close by. It says that there's a big deer track and a big elk track right there side by side. This is an area they run back in the woods quite a bit. And we've got a bow stand right here. And I think one of the things we just kind of spread out a little bit and just walk through and look. And we might just kind of walk back through the areas.
Might climb up that tree.
You want to climb up that tree stand? Climb up it. It'll be fine.
I'm taking a nap.
You're not taking a nap? That's a pretty nice stand right there. That's a bow stand.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, put some camo around it come season. We can't see you up in there very well. What do you think?
Yeah, cool.
How about that? Could you get me if I was a deer? You up there taking my picture, huh? That's what I do with a lot of deer. I just take pictures of them a lot. Step on them with your boot. Step on those briars with your boot, yeah. You make it?
No, I can't.
Rip your way out of that, attaboy, attaboy. You see all that, those rocks right up there?
Yeah.
Those are great areas for rattlesnakes there.
I'm gonna climb it.
Now, the only thing is that's facing the north. And the rattlesnakes like their dens facing the south because they don't like that cold wind. But those rocks there, they can get down into dens and find them a natural den. They don't really dig a den like some animals do. They find one that's created in the rocks or down in cellars or underneath houses and places like that. One of the best places for rattlesnake dens is in a cellar. But you see where those rocks have got holes in them and stuff?
Yeah.
Those are really excellent places for rattlesnake dens. All those holes. It's kind of like, for a rattlesnake, it's kind of like a little baby cave.
You gonna try to climb it?
Well, you know, if you're rattlesnake hunting, what you'd be doing is up here, one of the things you're looking for is shed skins. You look around for rattlesnake skins. And when the sun gets down on them, the sun's beating down, you actually look for rattlesnakes that are laid out in the sunning. They'll be stretched out. They won't be coiled up. They'll be stretched out in the sun. But if you get close to a rattlesnake den, usually you'll find some skins where they've shed their skins, and that's how you know you're close to one. Then you start looking. An area like this would probably have more than one entranceway. They like to have more than one entranceway into them. This is a great area right here. I've not been able to find any rattlesnakes right here. I've been up here looking before. Kind of a chore to get to this spot. You see like that hole back in there? If there was some rattlesnake skins right there, it'd probably be one. But there's quite a few places like this. You be careful walking up on those rocks. I believe I'll get back down here, Houston. You know, the fetch deer horns. But I want you to talk when they know that's what you're looking for, and they pick it up, bring it to you.
Did you know?
I did not train her to do that.
Your shirt, Jimmy?
Might be too late, I don't know.
Your shirt looks like a deer horn.
It does, doesn't it? It's the right color. That's what we're looking for.
I can jump it.
You see these areas like this right here are perfect areas to try to find sheds also. One of the reasons is the deer, when they jump these little gullies or they start going up a hill, they'll jar themselves a little bit, and also around fences, barbed wire fences where they jump over a fence or they go through fence. A lot of times they're going through a fence, that horn's about ready to fall off, and they will hit that fence with one of their horns and knock it off. So I don't really have hardly any barbed wire fence. I've taken down all the cross fences on this ranch, and we bought it years ago, and so we don't have anything but some high fence, and that's about it. And of course the deer, you know, they sometimes try to jump that high fence, but they can't. But she shake on you? They like to do that for some reason.
Houston, do you know what this is?
Puddle.
A puddle. Well, it's definitely a puddle. It's a pig waller. The pigs come in here and waller around in it. It's how they cool off.
Ooh. Gotta run. Twice now. Are we gonna hunt for antlers?
We are hunting for antlers, man. What are you talking about?
I mean, after we're done with.
Well, we want to hit about 1 or 2 more spots. We are hunting for antlers, man. What are you talking about?
I mean, after we're done with.
Oh, we want to hit about 1 or 2 more spots.
Are you even looking around, Houston?
Are you looking for antlers? Or are you looking for rattlesnakes? Hey, if you walked this far from a rattlesnake, you think it might bite you? It might not. Yeah. What if you were to walk that close to a deer horn? You reckon it'd hit you on the leg?
No.
Look what Beamer's got. What?
You almost stepped on that, Houston.
Oh, look at that. I mean, in the open even. Oh, looky there.
This is mine.
Well, you didn't find it.
Where are you going?
It's mine.
Well, you might look around here. The other one might be here. They got one on each side of them. Here's something laying right here. That's just a bone there.
Yeah.
That's just a bone.
Let me see it, Houston.
I got a horn.
I think you got it backwards.
Which side is that?
Look
That's it.
there.
That's it right
I think
there.
that's a left.
That's the left
That's
side.
a pretty good sized deer, Houston.
Yeah, that's a big deer. 5 point. That'd be a 10 point if the other side
You're
looks just
facing
like
it the wrong way.
How about that way? I'm taking a picture of me.
Right.
I want to take a picture of you. A foot of it. You're supposed to be looking for those horns. Now you know what they look like.
Yeah. It looks like your shirt.
It's just,
like my shirt.
it's just a good thing we found a horn and not a rattlesnake, because you weren't even looking.
If we would have found a rattlesnake, we might have been, I don't know what we've been doing there.
But this is not antler.
Hey, if a rattlesnake bites you, it'd probably kill a rattlesnake. That's one thing you don't want to have happen, though. That's a bad deal if a rattlesnake bites
If we find a rattlesnake today, I'm just going to smash its head with this.
you.
I prefer you not.
I'm going to smash it with a machete. I can walk this area here at all, and right on the edge of this creek. A lot of elk through here, too. Good chance we'll find elk through here.
Well, it's
I don't
thick.
find any elk horns.
Look right here, Jimmy.
Got one?
You there?
You got one?
Yeah.
Let me get over here. Elk or deer?
It's a deer.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Nice buck.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah, right side.
I'd like to have seen that guy walking around.
Another. That's 5 and almost 6. He's almost got another one coming out there. That's good.
I'm starting to think all you grow around here is 10 points.
Well, it's home. You're going to get 5. I know that. That's pretty good.
Usually all I ever find is just a little old bitty, you know, a spike, or we got 2 points or something.
I hear you saying that. I hadn't seen you find one yet. I hadn't found any either. I'm telling you, they're hard to find. Let's just walk down the edge of this creek. It'd be a good area. But they stay back in here a lot, dear. Golly, you walked right. I saw that up the hill there, and you walked within a foot of it. You're supposed to be looking for those horns. Now you know what they look like.
Yeah. It looks like your shirt.
Yeah, they look like my shirt. You're right.
Good thing we found a horn and not a rattlesnake.
Boy, isn't that the truth? Well, we'd have found a rattlesnake. We might have been, I don't know what we've been doing now.
But this is my antler.
Hey, if a rattlesnake bites you, it'll probably kill the rattlesnake. That's one thing you don't want to have happen, though. That's a bad deal, the rattlesnake to bite you.
If we find a rattlesnake today, I'm just going to smash its head with this.
I prefer you not.
I'm going to smash it with a machete. I haven't walked this area here at all, and right on the edge of this creek. A lot of elk through here, too. Good chance we'll find elk through here.
Well, it's thick. Look right here, Jimmy.
Got one?
You there?
You got one?
Yeah.
Let me get over here. Elk or deer?
It's a deer.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Nice buck.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah, right side.
I'd like to have seen that guy walking around.
Another. That's 5 and almost 6. He's almost got another one coming out there. That's good.
I'm starting to think all you grow around here is 10 points.
Well, it's home. You're going to get 5. I know that. That's pretty good.
Usually all I ever find is just a little old bitty, you know, a spike, or we got 2 points or something.
I hear you saying that. I hadn't seen you find one yet. I hadn't found any either. I'm telling you, they're hard to find. Let's just walk down the edge of this creek. It'd be a good area. But they stay back in here a lot, dear. Not near as big as the other ones we've been finding. Not bad, though. Well, it actually should be another 5 point.
See, I told everything out here is a 10-point buck.
Must be. Got one broken off there.
Well, is it broke or chewed? It looks like it was chewed off.
Yeah, it could have been, yeah.
Squirrel
That's
or a rat got it.
That's this year's, though. Still got hair on it. Still see the hair on it. That's this year's. That's got, yeah, might have got it broke off fighting too, but might have got chewed on.
Show us what all you found, Houston.
What do you think, buddy?
We found this one, and this one.
Do you think, hey, let's look and see if we got any matching. We hadn't really looked at them good because we just been walking. Let's see if we got any horns that match up with each other. They came off the same deer. Now these two come from the same size, so they're about the same size deer. That looked pretty close, but that doesn't match because that's that size. That's the same size. What's that? Which size that one come? Let's see that one.
This is the right.
No. Oh, he's
that's
in the, so well.
Might be a match.
It could be, but if he is, this brown tine's a lot smaller than this one. That could be, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
Probably.
And let's see. We got
This is the last one you found, isn't it?
We got this one.
That's a much smaller deer.
That's a right. And we got only one left, so he obviously doesn't match with this one. This deer's a lot younger deer than this one.
So we obviously didn't find the match.
I don't think we did. Well, it's a possibility.
Those two are matches.
That's the closest, but the kicker is the brown tines.
Yeah, and he's awful.
Different.
This one's really smooth at
That's
the base,
smooth,
and this
that
one's got a
so
lot.
I doubt that those guys. That's the same horn. So we found these 4. So there's 4 more out there that'll match these 4. You gonna go look for them, or you wanna go fishing?
Fishing first.
Hey, Houston, what about this
What about
though?
this guy? Look at this. This is the one I found last year, and
But it's mine now.
I don't think so.
that's an elk horn there. That's a big horn.
Can I have it?
That's a big horn. I don't know what are you gonna do with it.
I've never actually
What do you
Getting
do with it?
close to
We don't need that elk horn.
What do
I
you
do.
with it? What do you do with it?
Keep it in my room.
Put it in your room?
You don't even go in your room.
Fire.
How would you like to carry that around on your head all the time?
That would be so heavy.
Huh?
You'd have some
two
strong
of
neck muscles, huh?
You'd have two of them, not one, but two of them. That's a pretty good day shed hunting, though. I found this one the other day. And that's not this year's shed. That's an older
Yeah,
shed.
it's a
That's
little
not this
sun
year's.
faded on that side. You can
but,
tell where it was
These
sitting
are all
up.
this year's sheds. That's an old one there. But
We found all these ones.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So
Pretty
you
good
want to
day.
go fishing, huh?
On the boat.
On my new Ranger? I got a brand new one. You hadn't been on this one yet.
Ranger? Oh,
Yeah, shellrotella boat. It's a Ranger boat, but it says shellrotella on the side of it. Well, you want to fish the lake here at the house or the lake over there that we fished the other day?
that doesn't.
You want to fish this one at the house? It's a pretty good one. I hope you enjoyed that video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that little bell so it'll ding and remind you, and you'll never miss a Jimmy Houston Outdoors video. Thanks a bunch, guys and gals.